The big part of living in Earltopia is education and training. People are in school their entire lives. People who are learning how to be city managers just moved from working in like a field of industry, like machine shops or construction. People who were working with lumber or in the mines are being trained to teach classes in mathematics or chemistry, and so they get trained for a field, they move into that field, and then there's an expectation, though not a requirement, that they keep their eyes peeled for their next move. And especially since so many of the jobs in Earltopia being a sustainable smaller community, there's times where people that normally are working really hard in city government through the winter are then actually working on the harvest during harvest time. But the thing about intelligence in Earltopia is not how good you are at taking tests, or that you can actually be a fisherman one year and then teach some advanced mathematics the next. Intelligence is more along the lines of are you aware of what's going on around you? Can you communicate that? If someone communicates what's going on around them to you, do you understand? And your ability to make goals and meet goals. It sounds just that simple, but that's how intelligent people are measured in Earltopia. Somebody that might not necessarily have a flair for mathematics might have a real flair for explaining joinery of woodworking or tying knots, and they might do it by demonstration. It might for them, standing up in front of a classroom of people and talking, it's just not how they want to express themselves. So it's not seen as like they're intellectually limited. What's seen is that they're intelligent in this way, because they can teach somebody how to put together cabinetry really, really well, and endlessly patient, tying knots in front of a student over and over and over again until that student completely understands the technique. It's seen as very intelligent to bring somebody else up to a skill level, to be able to say, this is what's going on, or to be able to know this is what's going on, and respond to that in a way that I could adapt to it, make it work, and bring somebody else to the same point I'm at, even if they communicate in a completely different way. The ability to pass on knowledge and understanding is seen as the ultimate intelligence. No one in our Earltopias, no one's IQ is measured, because what that means is you're a good test taker. It's good that you are, especially since there's so much classes involved in Earltopia, but they're classes that you select based on your interest and your skill. And even trying something out, like even if you try out the classes for machine work, and it turns out you just don't have a I don't know, like an interest. It doesn't spark your creativity to make a hammer's head within a fraction of a hair's width in perfection. It doesn't fill you full of joy to pull it out a perfect hammerhead. Then you're not expected to continue, and you could take another class or go back to what we've done before, or your options are open. And it's not seen like you failed. Like what it's seen is like everyone's looking around for not only the parts of society that stimulate them and exciting them, but things that fit them and they fit. So that's seen as very smart in Earltopia.